Guys, thanks for joining us back out here at the Range Report, and we're coming to you today from Point Blank Range in Matthews, North Carolina. This is North Carolina's premier firing range. If you're ever in the area, come to this range. Guarantee you're going to be happy with your results. Now today, we're going to be reviewing something that I should have reviewed 20 years ago when I first had one of these, but I unfortunately decided to let it go. Somebody I knew wanted it a little bit more than I did, so I sort of said let it go, and then when I had the opportunity to buy them again, I was stunned by the price of them, so I kind of just said the hell with it. Well, one of them recently came up on an auction. I got it for a really good price, and I said, you know what, I'm going to jump at it because I really miss mine. This is the AR-7. Yep, this is the world famous floating survival rifle. This was developed by Armalite back in the 1950s and 60s as a survival gun for pilots. I guess the idea was that if you could have something small, compact, light, and durable, that it would be a great option for them to have, that you can carry a complete firearm, a couple of boxes of ammunition, only take up a pound or two, take up no space, and give somebody the opportunity to survive. Well, they caught on, they became very popular, and popular enough where Sean Connery in To Russia with Love, James Bond himself used one of these to take out a helicopter, and a couple of other people. His was a little bit more modified than that, but it's still the same platform of the gun. Semi-automatic, 8 shots in the magazine. The original ones only came with one magazine. Now that Henry took over the process, they redesigned the stock a little bit. Now they give you 2 or 3 magazines, I'm not sure. This one came with 2. This gun is famous for its alleged buoyancy. Once the gun is taken down, you fit everything into the stock, right into this compartment right there, and you should be able to, drop this in the water, and it should just be able to float ass end up on it so that you don't lose it. I know a couple of people who have dropped these in the river, and that was the last time they saw them. I don't know if they float or not. I really don't feel like checking it out. But I do know that they're fun as all hell. They're accurate. They're reasonably reliable. They do like hot ammunition. Unfortunately, at my disposal today, I only have a couple of boxes of Monarch. This is probably one of the worst ammos on the market. But if it'll run this, it'll guarantee to run just about anything else. So I got one of these plastic bottle targets about 40 feet downrange. We're gonna check out the little peep sight on this thing, throw some rounds down, see how it does. And my first round, I either have a failure to extract or a failure to feed. That was a failure to extract. Like I said, this ammunition is not the greatest, so probably not hot enough to get that bolt all the way back. Same thing. Well, if you want a collection of spent cases that you don't have to chase down, get yourself a couple boxes of Monarch, because they're not getting out of the gun. Oh, that one went. Alright, so there we go. There were 9 rounds through that gun. 7 of them didn't eject, 2 did. I'm not going to say that's the fault of the gun. I'm not going to say that's anything else but the ammunition. The gun was cleaned, it was oiled properly. I know I ran a bunch of 22 3D printed snap caps through there just to make sure it was cycling properly before we took it out and everything was fine. There's no problems with the gun, just some really crappy ammunition. But now here's where the video is probably going to wind up getting taken down by YouTube, because I'm going to do something that you're not supposed to do. I'm going to show you how this thing comes apart. You take your magazine out, you verify that you're all clear, do a visual and physical inspection, and the first thing you do is you take your barrel off of it. Now this is a nice barrel nut, it's about 1 inch deep. It's got nice knurling on it so you get a really good grip. Your barrel comes right off. Underneath the stock is a thumb screw. You give this a couple of screws. It's got a lot of threading on it, so it takes quite a few turns because it has to hold that receiver into the stock. But you take this out. Once it frees up, you take your entire receiver, you pull off the butt plate, your receiver goes in the butt plate, your barrel slides in. I only have one of the 2 magazines with me at the moment, so I can't show you both of them going in. And I don't have my glasses on, so there we go. That goes in there. You take your butt plate and you put it on. What you've got yourself is an 18-inch long package that you can stick behind the seat in your truck, stick behind the seat in your airplane, stick it in a glove box if it's large enough, center console, wherever you want. These are fantastic rifles. Look, they're not going to be, they're not a battle rifle, all right? They're not a tactical rifle. This is something that's supposed to be intended for you to either go plinking and have a little bit of fun, or if you're stuck out in the woods someplace and you gotta, you know, your food is 50 feet away and you're over here, this is what you gotta get for it. Now, you have a tiny little peep sight on this thing, and to get your eye lined up with that peep sight, to get an accurate sight picture, you are really having to squish yourself in to get a good picture on this gun. But once you do, these things are accurate. There's no two ways about it. These things, you know, I've hit targets with these things at 100 yards with no problem. You know, 6-inch plates at 100 yards. These things will do it all day long. There's a couple of variations on these things. Some of them actually have like carbon fiber barrels. Some of them are chrome lined. That means a whole litany of stuff you can get to them. Different camouflage prints. Don't get one in camouflage because it's not that big. And if you drop it in the woods someplace, how are you gonna find it? Just think about that. This is the U.S. Survival Rifle, otherwise known as the AR-7 by Henry Manufacturing. You guys, and there's the stamp for Henry right there on the back. In and around $250, $300, I think what these are going for. I paid $75 for my first one. I paid $125 for this. You could find them if you get a deal on them, but that's what you're going to pay for them brand new. Listen, this is Frank from the Range Report. If you guys can, do me a favor, hit like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get this thing back out to the range with a couple of our other guns. We're going to bring some good quality ammo, because I really think this thing, with the right ammo, we want to let it shine. We will show you what the potential of this is. Maybe we'll get it outdoors one of these days. But there we go. So you guys be safe and shoot straight. Listen, check the link below. There's going to be a link out there for a range event in Nevada, the first day of SHOT Show 2025, which is January 20th at Prairie Fire. It's going to be open to the public, content creators, buyers, distributors, anybody in the gun community wants to come out, check out all the new innovations that are available. It's a live fire day, so eyes and ears, and make sure you bring adequate clothing with you. The temperature out in the desert in January does get a little bit chilly. I'll be out there with the guys from 5150, and you guys can come out there and check us out. Have a good day, and until then, we'll see you guys later. You guys be safe and shoot straight.